Hi, this is Mrs. Robertson, and today in my Math 7 class we're going to talk about how to convert unit rates. Now there are more examples located in your book on page 27. I'm not here today, I will be here later on in the day, but once you finished doing your bell work, which was in, let's see, you had a code that you had to put into ClearSight and do 10 questions. And then you're going to do this worksheet. All right, so you picked up this worksheet, you have your Chromebook opened up, and you're going to follow along on how to do these problems. I'm going to do a couple of them with you. Let's look at the example. The speed limit on the interstate is 65 miles per hour. All right, I'm going to write down 65 miles in 1 hour. Okay. How many feet per minute is the speed limit? We have to change our distance from miles to feet and our time unit. We're going to have to change hours to minutes. So we're going to set up a problem where we're going to cancel out miles and hours and provide feet and minutes as our ending label. And this is how we're going to do it. In the problem here, let's change our miles to feet, because that's what we need to end up with. And to change miles to feet, we are going to use the unit rate, 5,280 feet over 1 mile. Now, you're going to put the miles on bottom. Why? Because you want to be able to cross out the miles. That's how you determine. It's like I have to cross that out, and I want to keep feet. So, 5,280 feet over 1 mile. That will cancel out the miles and make feet appear. All right? So we're going to end up with feet. The other label we have to change will be hours to minutes. So we're going to put hour on top so that it can cancel and minutes on bottom. Well, you know 1 hour equals 60 minutes. I always find it easier to put the labels in and then put the numbers in to make it the unit rate. And now we're set. You can cancel out hours, and you are going to end up with your answer of feet per minute. All right, so when you multiply these two together, you're going to get 343,200 feet over 60 minutes. Now, kids, you can use a calculator only if you show all of this work. So the calculator is allowed on the lesson today. You can always use your Chromebook calculator if you don't have a calculator. All right, now let's go on and look at the next question here. Let's look at problem number 1. Oh, we have to change two of them. We have to change miles to feet and hours to minutes again. So let's do this problem together. 10 miles, 1 hour. Okay, you could just put an H. I'm putting an HR just to make sure you know the H represents hours. And it doesn't matter which one you want to get rid of first. I'm going to get rid of hours first this time. So I'm going to put hours on top, and I need to change it to minutes. Minutes on bottom. Okay? Hours, minutes. 1 hour is 60 minutes. Yep, and I've got my minutes. All right? Now we have to change miles to feet. Well, miles is on top, so in order to cancel it out, it has to become a denominator, and feet is what we end up as our numerator. All right, feet and miles. Well, you all remember there are 5,280 feet in 1 mile. That cancels out, and yes, we end up with what we want. And you will multiply across 5,280 over 60, and that's feet per minute. And when we simplify that, you are going to get 8, that will be 48 and 40, 88 feet per minute. Okay, any questions? I will be able to answer those tomorrow. Okay, now on this problem here, you're going to have to change miles to feet and hours to seconds, so it's a double one. There's really not enough room, so let's mark out number 2, 4, and 6. Just because if you do them this way, there's not going to be room to show your work for the problems there. So don't do 2, 4, 6, do 7 and 8. Now, on the other side of the worksheet, on this problem here, again, there's just not going to be enough room to do 2, 4, 6, and 8. So do these, and then use the table to answer the questions 10, 11, and 12. And again, you may use a calculator for these problems. If you need help, you can always go back to your book and look at page 27 if you need help on that problem. So altogether, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 problems total to do for homework tonight. I hope you have a good day, and I will see you either later today or definitely tomorrow.